Is my wife a narcissist? My ex-wife used to get into a mood on Fridays, pissed off about something or nothing, and that was her signal to go out to the bars. That was her night because she was so bored and wanted to see people. My night? There was no such thing as my night, and there was never going to be one. Bars closed at 3:30 and she would come home at 5, sometimes 6 or 7 in the morning, riding home with the guy who was just a friend who always takes care of her and brings her home. And if I said anything about it, anything at all, I was the jealous type who's freaking out over nothing. She would even say things out like, I could have fucked with that guy, but I didn't. Like, I was supposed to thank her for that. I spent some of those nights awake, waiting, staring at the clock, and I told myself I was being unreasonable because that's what she told me I was. And I believed it. For years, I fucking believed it. Sometimes she also told me I can't come to the same bar or the same event with her. She would dance with other guys because I'm not a good dancer, and she enjoyed that. And that is the game. A game. That's all there is to it. The reaction and the part where I lose my mind and then get blamed for losing it. That was not the worst part, though. The worst part was when I went to her at my lowest, depressed, broken, barely functioning, looking for one human thing. Just someone to say, I hear you, it will be alright. And her answer was more of the lines that maybe I should be shipped off to a mental ward to clear my head. That was pretty much the support I got. And if any of that sounds familiar to you, keep listening because I need to tell you something that took me 10 years to figure out. You probably typed, "Is my wife a narcissist?" into Google, and you found some checklists or stuff like that. And after reading those lists, you're still not sure, because those lists describe behavior, but they don't describe how it feels to live actually inside it. So let me ask you this instead. When was the last time she apologized and meant it? If you have to think about it for more than 5 seconds, that's your answer. My answer was never. And here's one of the most asked questions. What's the difference between a narcissist and someone who is just selfish? Now, we are all selfish sometimes, and that's only human. A selfish person can hear you say, that hurt me, and at some point feel bad about it, and mean it when they say sorry. A narcissist cannot do that. They are always right. There's nothing wrong with them ever. You bring something real to her, something that hurt you. And by the end of that conversation, you are the one apologizing. Every fucking time for years. Is that a difficult person? No. That's a narcissistic trap built around you so slowly you don't even see it until you're inside it already. At first, she was a nice person who cared about me and was interested in me. I was sensitive. I never liked drama. I would rather keep the peace. This made me the perfect target because I absorbed everything to keep things calm. And it builds. She was the most positive and outgoing person in the room for everyone else, and completely different person when the door closed. Like someone flipped a switch from on to off. She would talk shit about our friends the second they walked out the door. And I could never tell to anyone because they only see the public version of it. I know I would have sounded crazy if I tried. Besides, I'm not a big talker. I'm not too outgoing either. I'm shy and introverted. She was convincing, good and smooth with the words, and such an angel if you want to see only the surface. One day she told me I was the narcissist. She said it to my face while I was on sick leave for depression. And then she told it to all of our friends. And I sat there thinking, maybe she's right. Maybe I am the problem. And that's how deep inside it I was. You know what finally broke it? She used to threaten me the time I was at my weakest. She said, move out or fix things. And one day I realized part of me actually wanted it. A one-room apartment with nothing in it sounded better than one more day in that house with her. When the worst thing she can threaten you with starts to sound like a freedom, you have your answer. It took me 2 years after that to actually leave. I wish I did it earlier. My son doesn't talk to his biological mom much these days. He considers my current wife his real mom because she actually cares. That's what real looks like, and you don't even know it's possible until you've seen the other side. If you're sitting in your car right now listening to this before going inside, I know exactly what it feels like. And I'm telling you, there is this another side. I made it out, and I know you can too. I put together a free checklist of 12 terms that describe what you might be going through. Check the description and download for free. You are not alone.